What's up guys, that's Mark here, welcome back to Kidnapped Girl. So, big news, as of now, the first video of this game has reached over 330 views in just a couple of days, which is incredible. Like, when I've seen the numbers, first, like, 161 views in one day, and then continuing on to 330, that is incredible. That's so unbelievable. So thank you guys so much for watching the previous video and for commenting, liking the video, sharing it, anything that you've done. Thank you so much for like making me this happy. And without further ado, let's jump into part 2 and see how this journey will end. So Edward, the uncle, I have to give him a voice, so how about Clive, are you still awake? Ah, that's good. I think, yeah. Clive, are you still awake? Hi, Edward. I need to prepare for tomorrow's test. Good. Just don't overdo it, because I won't ask you to give me high marks. It's enough for me that you're happy. Yes, I understand. Well, I won't bother you. Alright. He didn't notice anything. That's great. I locked the door and went to the balcony. Alice, you can come in, but quietly.
Did everything go well?
Yes. Initially, I wanted to put Alice in one of the empty rooms, but she was afraid that my uncle would still notice her, so she stubbornly demanded to spend the night with me. Oh, wink, 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 wink. My room was spacious, so it was easy to lay another mattress. In theory, Alice would go to school with me. Edward always left the house earlier, so there wouldn't be any problems. On Saturday, we would just stay at home, and on Sundays, Uncle didn't work, so Alice and I would just walk late until Edward falls asleep. And the only problem was that my uncle could come into the room at any night, so I started locking up. Oh, at night, so I started locking up. Since then, I have had many opportunities to talk to Alice. Maybe it's because we started living together. Obviously, you do not live with someone without talking to him. That would be weird, right? At school, she followed me everywhere. What? Why are you following me?
What should I do? If you would be with me, you will have various surprises.
Fair enough. What are the surprises? I'm not going to give in to such temptations. She came close to me and whispered in my ear.
Even if you want to do something with me, it's nice.
You're kidding.
Hey, don't make such an indifferent face.
She said Sundari. Alice's conversation and behavior turned me on every time. Dude, you have some serious problems. I suggest going to therapy. After a while, I decided to finish what I started. Oh, okay. Saturday. Alice, can I tie you up? What? Hey, excuse me, ma'am. May I please tie you up and do wrong stuff to your body, please? Just a couple of cuts and couple of bruises. Just, I'm gonna tie you up gently. What? Okay. ... That's the perfect response. At this time, she was chewing chips, and when I asked her about it, Alice froze with her mouth open. I can see that. So, will you let me?
Huh? You finally decided to show me your secret fetish, huh? Well, be glad, for Alice is in good mood today. Yes, Alice is in a great mood to get tied up and beaten to death.
Good. I knew that she would not refuse me. During the time we spent together, it was easy to see that Alice has fallen head over heels in love with me. Now, she was as docile as a trained dog. I'm so disgusted. I'm so weirded out. Before proceeding with my plan, I put a diaper on the bed so as not to stain the bed with blood. And then I tied Alice up, unbuttoned her shirt, and tabbed her mouth shut. No resistance. On the contrary, she put her hands in the loops, waiting with interest for what would happen next. Just in case I turn up the music louder, the neighbors don't need to hear all the screaming. As soon as the blade of the knife flashed in my hands, Alice twitched, but immediately fell silent, probably thinking it was a joke. So, oh no, oh no. For any of you who don't know, or probably most of you don't know this, I have a phobia of blood. Oh my god, the thought of a blade running on a skin just completely gets my head light. I feel my light head, and if you spoiler to 13 Reasons Why, the first season, in the last episode, when they finally showed the scene of her suiciding by slitting her throat, I actually I blacked out. I completely fell unconscious on my on my bed. No signs of anything, just because the scene of a blade running on a skin. So just imagining what would happen on oh my god, in school as well, when I had a blood analysis for there was a thing going on, and every student had to have a blood analysis. When they pinched me with the device on my finger and squeezed the blood out, as the moment that I saw the blood squeezing out, I completely boop, black screen, and on the floor. Next scene would be on me on the chair with something sweet on my mouth. And okay, let's hope for the best that this goes well, or else I'm gonna. Okay, let's see how wrong she was. I put the knife to her slightly pale skin, which had already removed almost all the bruises. There's only one small movement of the hand left. No! No! Why? Push down. Ah, God. Started bleeding. Mooing. Resistance. Fear. She tried to get out, but I had tied her up tight. Just as I was about to make another cut, I felt something was wrong. Why? Why don't I feel pleasure? I've always wanted to do this, so why? I'm a fucking psychopath. What the hell have I done? I dropped the knife and ran out of the room, leaving Alice bound and alone. At the moment, I realized with horror that I no longer wanted to hurt her. What the hell is wrong with me? I've been dreaming about this, dreaming about getting knife, and I remember the trail of blood running down. Oh my god. Now I feel my head a little, okay. I remembered the trail of blood running down Alice's chest, and I suddenly felt sick. My stomach felt sick, and my throat felt tight. My body was bent in convulsions. I could barely contain my vomit. Pushing the nausea away, I leaned my back against the wall and slid down. Alice. Looking at this girl, I saw a person filled with pain. I often met such people on the street. Their blank stare, quiet voice, and hesitant movements always made me want to pick up a guitar string and tighten it around the poor person's neck. Then, why do I feel so bad now that I'm so close to realizing my dream? I'm crazy. I have neither pity nor compassion. I'm a fucking maniac. With every such thought, I would slam my fist on the floor with vicious frenzy, and my eyes would fill with tears. I don't remember how long I sat there. Maybe a minute, maybe an hour. In a fit of anger at myself, time simply ceased to exist. Calming down a little, I got up from the floor, I needed to untie Alice. After this, she will probably leave me. It's better this way. I don't want to see her again. I don't want to hurt her anymore. After returning to the room with a first aid kit and providing minimal medical assistance, I untied it. You can leave. The door is open. Alice didn't move and just looked down in silence. Then her eyes got wet.
So you did this on purpose to kick me out. I'm right, right?
No, not at all.
Then why did you do such a terrible thing to me? I did not understand. You really want to get rid of me?
No.
Yes!
She started shouting and started throwing dirty words at me. I just waited in silence for her to calm down.
You son of a bitch! Then why did you hurt me?
Because I'm a psychopath. I've always wanted to do this. In the beginning, I kidnapped you just to torture you.
Then why did you stop?
I don't know. I don't enjoy it. I always thought I wanted to hurt someone, but it turned out that this was not the case. Damn, I'm such an idiot. We didn't say anything else. I just sat across from each other in silence, their eyes downcast. After a while, Alice broke in silence.
Clive, so you don't like me?
I raised my hand and looked at her. She looked more or less calm now. No. I never liked you. I got a slap in the face.
You lied! I hate you!
Well, I deserve that. We didn't talk for the next few days. I didn't kick her out, and she didn't leave after all. That's a nice room, kitchen. I'm guessing that's the kitchen. One day, Edward came home early from work. I left Alice locked in my room. You know, Clive, I've noticed that our food has started to go missing more often. Oh, it's because of me. Recently, I read on the internet that a sports person needs to consume a lot of calories, so that's why I sometimes eat for two. Oh, here's how. You're definitely right. We were still eating when Edward spoke again. By the way, Clive, I also noticed that you started closing your room. Anything you want to tell me? Damn, it looks like I'm going to have to use an excuse that I've already come up with just in case. I didn't want to use it. Edward, I'm a teenager and teenagers have some things they shouldn't talk about. Do you understand? I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Are you jerking off? Ed! Haha, come on. Can't an uncle tease his nephew? So sometimes he acts like a child. Okay. I think I'm caught. What about the girl? I tensed up. Does he know? Are there hidden cameras everywhere? Do you have one? I've never heard you say anything about it. I sighed with relief. I don't have a girlfriend, and however, I do not plan to start a relationship yet, since studying already takes a lot of my time. I think you need to relax. Sometimes a girl would be nice, you know? No, girls are such creatures that you waste your time on. I'd rather spend the next few years chasing my goals. It would have gone on like this if something hadn't happened a few days later that I was so afraid of. What's happening? Alice's story.
What?
Clive had to stay at school after school. He gave Alice the key card to the apartment and warned her to return without it. Taking the key with further ado, Alice left. As she entered the house and started to take off her shoes, the light came on in the hallway and Edward came out of the hall. Well, hello, thief! Alice dropped the map Clive had given her. Clive's keycard. Are you his girlfriend?
Yeah? Yes, I'm his girlfriend.
And Clive told me that he doesn't have a girlfriend. So why did you come without him?
Well, Clive and I wanted to study at his house. He gave me the key, saying you would be out late.
Edward pressed her with gaze for a while. I see. Everything is clear with you. It seemed to Alice that the atmosphere became more tense. I hope you know that you should always Oh! Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. That's not something... You know what? I'm gonna just go with the flow. I hope you know that you should always carry condoms with you. Haha, I'm just kidding. Don't be embarrassed. Come on, I'll make you some tea. Alice sat at the table. Edward made 2 mugs of tea and set the tables. So, how long have you been dating?
About a month.
Now it's clear who's dyed hair. What? Now it is clear whose dyed hair I noticed on the floor all month. Oh, okay. Alice did not know what to say and only looked down at the tea in confusion. Do you often come out here after school?
Yeah, Clive helps me with my lessons.
How are you doing in school?
So. Not too well. I hope that's alright.
Oh, of course. Nothing. Grades don't mean much, you know. The main thing is the person's personality, character, actions, and so on. I didn't do well at school myself, but that didn't stop me from going into business. And for some reason, Clive works so hard, spending all his free time doing it. He's a strange boy, but not a bad one. Sometimes though, I can't figure out what's going on his head. Did he tell you about his parents?
No.
Alright, that's starting to get a little serious. They committed a double suicide in front of him. Alice raised her eyes for the first time and looked at Edward. There was no longer a smile on his face, only a faint sadness. After their death, I became Clive's guardian. He was only 7 years old at the time, and from then on, he became withdrawn and didn't look happy at all. Although before, when I came to visit my older brother, this boy was a fun guy, but from that moment, everything changed. Edward took a sip of tea. Alice could see by the tense expression on his face now how hard it was for him to remember what had happened. When he was 12, he came home from school one day and asked me how much I made. I don't know what happened to him that day, but after that, Clive started working hard. Studying distracted him from bad thoughts, and gradually, he began to change for the better. He even started to smile occasionally at my jokes. When he was 15, I once said that teenagers I once said that teenagers should do something else besides study and sports. For starters, I suggested that he should at least just watch a series with me about some brilliant psychopath. Oh. Clive said that he liked the series very much and asked for advice on something similar. I gave him some books, and later he started looking for books and movies he might like. Sometimes, Clive tried to imitate the main characters of these works. However, all his favorite characters are psychos. Anyway, he has a hobby, though it's a little bit strange. Um, he didn't scare you, did he? He didn't scare you, did he? Like brandishing a knife or something? Alice almost choked on her tea when she heard this. He hurt me? No, there was nothing like that. I wouldn't say he hurt me because no. No, there was nothing.
No, there nothing like that happened.
Well, I thought so. Don't worry, it's just a joke. I wouldn't do that to Edward. I wouldn't just say that to completely demolish the thought of this young boy in his mind. Like in his thought, this is the perfect boy who works hard, just has some weird hobbies, but I wouldn't just completely destroy the good impression that he has on him. Their conversation was interrupted by the doorbell. Sit down. I'll open that. Clive's story. Edward, you're early? Well, I'm sorry for interrupting your your upcoming sex. What? Alice came out through the corridor, waving at me.
Hi, Clive.
Alice? Damn it! Clive, don't be mad. I'm glad you have such a lovely girlfriend. Girlfriend? I looked at Alice, who immediately signaled that I should keep quiet. Understanding the situation, I decided to play along. Damn! I told her to keep quiet about our relationship. Come on, I wouldn't even mind if she stays that night. After coming of age, I can even allow you to live here together, but I still wanted to buy a separate apartment. That's some open-minded uncle right there. That's... Whoa! Edward, my man, you're my favorite character.
Really?
Alice, do you want to live at our house?
Yes, I would love to.
Wait. I quickly took off my shoes and dropped my jacket. Edward, I need to discuss something in private with her, if you don't mind. I took Alice's hand and went into the other room, slamming the door behind me. Are you crazy? Why didn't you hide when he came?
He came before me.
Does he know you live with me?
No. Uncle Edward thinks you sometimes bring me home after school while he's away.
There was silence. So, okay, we need to pretend to be a couple in love.
Clive, he let me live here. Let's ask him to let me live with you.
No, Alice, he's just joking.
But...
I don't want to pretend to be your boyfriend.
Why?
Because you... I didn't say anything, almost blurting out of the words, former victim.
Because I'm a whore, right?
No, I didn't mean that. Her eyes were red. Oh, please don't cry. Edward is waiting for us, okay?
Good.
She held back her tears. That night, my uncle allowed her to spend the night with us, joking that she could stay here forever. This time, she slept in a different room, and a month later, I finally slept alone. So quiet. The next day was Saturday. Edward went to work early as usual, and we stayed at home. I need to wake Alice. Get up, sleepyhead! Alice opened her eyes, looking at me with sleepy eyes, then pulled the blanket tighter around her and lay on her side. Get up or I'll throw water at you.
No, even if you rape me, I'll never get up.
Okay. It seems that I can only take drastic measures. Pretend to be a rapist, blackmail her with her favorite food. Alright, let me think about this. Alright, this one is cute. Blackmail her with her favorite food. Then I guess you won't mind if I eat your favorite Eggos. Okay, that was wrong.
What? Don't you dare!
She immediately stood up. The weakness of a sweet tooth. This is actually getting cute. I didn't notice when we started talking again. Except for the morning rise, Alice was the first to start the conversation. I think she is already forgiving me for for stabbing her. She told me something at breakfast.
Clive, I love you.
I know. I continued to eat with indifferent face.
I understand you're disgusted to date a girl who has slept with other men for money, but after I was kidnapped, I gave it up. Please give me a chance.
It's not about that, honestly. You're just not my type.
Not your type? Then why did you decide to kidnap me?
I already explained. Because you didn't talk to anyone in class. I was sure that the quiet girl would be the perfect victim.
Fool!
Yes, I know. She stood up and snuggled up behind me. I could feel her breasts against my back. Please, just let me eat in peace.
So you're gay?
No!
Any guy wouldn't mind being hugged like that by a girl.
Dude, I sure wish to be hugged by a girl like that. I'm not gonna lie. It's just that I'm different from normal guys.
Because you're gay.
No.
Then you're impotent.
Also incorrect.
I understand that you want to become a monk.
God, I love this game. In response, I just didn't say anything. She was behind me, but only for a short time.
Clive, one day I'll seduce you and you'll be mine.
Well, good luck. I can recommend suitable literature.
Fool!
I didn't want to admit it, but I like spending time with her. I'm glad that we've started communicating again. And yet, she's not my type. I don't want our relationship to go any further than just friendship. If Alice wants to seduce me, then I'll do my best to prevent it. You're gay. One day, she will come to terms with it, and we'll just be friends. With benefits, obviously. Ending number 1 of 2. What? I got the first ending? Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I really wanted for them to be in love. I really wanted this relationship to go further, but apparently I fucked up. Also, that's not the end. I will do another video to try to get this separate ending. That was good. That was legit well made. I honestly loved that. I don't know if I'll record another video. If I get the other ending, I'll upload the video. If not, I'll just try again because I want to get the other ending. Well made. I honestly love that. It's a short visual novel that was honestly good. Comedy, some depression, some serious things. Troy Holman, thank you for making such a game, and thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I really hope you guys enjoyed the game. I really hope you guys enjoy my content and my narrating to this, different voices, trying to get better at narrating. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting me for the 350 views on the previous video. I really hope this video gets to that point as well. Again, I'll also thank you again for watching to this point, if you have made it to this point. And subscribe if you haven't already. Ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on any video.
And as always, I will see each and every one of you guys in the next video. On chat, I love you. I love you.
See ya!